Have you ever wondered why certain individuals maintain mental sharpness, vitality, and robust health well into their golden years, while others struggle with persistent fatigue, infections, and deteriorating wellness? What if the distinction isn't merely chance or genetic makeup, but something as straightforward as your daily self-care practices? Most of us follow identical cleanliness routines we've maintained for countless years. Showering, toothbrushing, perhaps applying moisturizer, assuming we're doing everything correctly. Yet here's something astonishing. There are several overlooked body areas that most individuals, particularly seniors, aren't properly cleaning. This matters because neglecting these regions can trigger serious health complications, from chronic inflammation to infections that compromise your immune defenses. Recent studies indicate that inadequate hygiene in these areas might even contribute to cardiac conditions, diabetes complications, and cognitive deterioration. Addressing this requires just moments daily, but can enhance your vitality, improve circulation, and potentially extend your lifespan. I never gave much thought to these hidden hygiene mistakes until conversing with Dr. Rebecca Matthews, a specialist in elder care with decades of experience working with seniors. What she revealed completely transformed my perspective on personal cleanliness. Today I'll unveil several body areas most people disregard and explain why giving them slightly extra attention could potentially add years to your existence. Rest. Assured, I'm not suggesting spending hours in your bathroom or purchasing expensive products. These are uncomplicated, practical recommendations requiring just moments daily, yet their impact on your wellness could be life-altering. Stay with me because once you learn about these key areas, you'll begin noticing genuine improvements. Fresher breath, better equilibrium, fewer discomforts, and even improved rest. Before diving deeper, please show your support if you value your health and want more suggestions like these. It helps me deliver more valuable content. And if you haven't already, make sure to follow for updates so you never miss another piece of information that could help you live better, longer. Now let's begin with one of the most surprising yet frequently overlooked parts of your body, your tongue, the hidden health risk you rarely consider. Imagine this scenario. You clean your kitchen daily, wiping countertops, scrubbing the sink, and removing trash. But what if one surface in your home collected layers of grime, bacteria, and food remnants while being completely ignored? That's precisely what happens inside your mouth when you neglect proper tongue cleaning. Your tongue isn't merely a muscle aiding eating and speaking. It's a breeding ground for microorganisms. At any moment, it hosts hundreds of different types of bacteria, some beneficial, many harmful to your health if unchecked. Here's where it becomes serious. Harmful bacteria from your tongue can enter your bloodstream through tiny lacerations or inflamed gums, particularly common among older adults. Poor tongue hygiene has been connected to cardiac conditions, diabetes, complications, and even respiratory infections. A neglected tongue can diminish your taste sensitivity, weaken immune function, and cause persistent bad breath. Consider your tongue like an air filter in your home's heating system. If never cleaned, dust and debris accumulate, eventually making circulating air stale and unhealthy. Fortunately, keeping your tongue clean is simple, quick, and requires no expensive tools. Here's an effective routine for tongue health. Use a tongue scraper, an inexpensive tool available at any pharmacy that's far more effective than brushing alone. Gently scrape from back to front without excessive pressure. Think of wiping a dusty countertop, being thorough but not aggressive. Repeat several times. You'll often notice a thin white or yellowish film coming off, bacteria and dead cells you don't want in your system. Rinse with water or antiseptic mouthwash to flush away remaining debris. Timing matters. Cleanse before eating breakfast to remove overnight bacterial buildup, and before bedtime, more gently as your tongue will. Be more sensitive after a full day of use. This simple habit can transform your health unexpectedly. The surprising benefits of tongue cleaning include regaining taste sensitivity. Many seniors report that after just weeks of tongue cleaning, flavors become more vibrant again. Imagine experiencing your morning coffee or fresh fruit as you once did. You'll also boost immune function. By reducing bacterial load in your mouth, you lighten your immune system's burden, freeing energy for other functions. And persistent bad breath. often caused by bacteria trapped on the tongue, will vanish. Brushing teeth alone won't fix this issue, but tongue cleaning will. Consider Margaret, a retired professional who began tongue scraping after years of neglect. Within months, she was amazed by how much better food tasted. She hadn't even realized how much sensitivity she'd lost. At her next dental visit, her dentist noticed reduced plaque buildup and healthier gums. Then there's William, a retired educator, who battled bad breath for years despite religious brushing and flossing. Nothing worked until he tried tongue cleaning. Though skeptical initially, after just weeks his problem disappeared, relieving his social interaction anxieties and boosting his confidence. If you have a sensitive gag reflex, start by scraping from mid-tongue and gradually work backward as you become comfortable. Watch for unusual signs. If you notice persistent soreness, white patches, or discoloration, consult your doctor, as these could indicate underlying issues worth addressing. Small, intentional habits like this create ripple effects, improving long-term wellness in unexpected ways. That's just the first overlooked hygiene habit that could add years to your life. Ready for the next one? The next body part is even more surprising and critical for your health. Your feet, the foundation of your wellness that you might be neglecting. Take a moment to consider how much your feet accomplish every day, supporting your weight, enabling movement, providing balance. Yet for most people, foot care remains an afterthought. Perhaps a quick rinse during showering, maybe moisturizer. If remembered, here's what most people don't realize. Neglecting proper foot hygiene can lead to infections, nerve damage, and even life-altering conditions like diabetic complications. Poor foot care impacts circulation, balance, and mobility, increasing risk of falls, swelling, and chronic discomfort. For those over 50, foot health directly connects to overall well-being. Dr. Rebecca Matthews explains, "Your feet resemble a house's foundation. If the base weakens or crumbles, everything above suffers. Your posture, joints, even cardiac health." Let's take foot care seriously before minor issues become major problems. Why foot care becomes increasingly crucial as you age. Each foot contains dozens of bones, joints, and over 100 muscles, tendons, and ligaments, representing a substantial portion of all bones in your body. As we age, circulation naturally slows, making feet often the first body part showing trouble signs. Swelling or persistently cold toes could indicate poor circulation or cardiovascular issues. Redness, paleness, or skin changes might be early, warnings of diabetes complications or nerve damage. Aching or burning sensations could suggest neuropathy affecting balance and movement. For diabetics, foot care isn't merely about comfort. It's about preventing infections, ulcers, and potentially amputations. The proper approach to daily foot care. Most assume standing in the shower lets water handle everything, but that's insufficient. Be intentional about foot hygiene. Wash feet daily using a soft washcloth and mild soap to gently clean tops, soles, and sides. Pay extra attention to spaces between toes where bacteria and fungi flourish, like cleaning window blinds. If you don't wipe between each slat, dust and grime accumulate. Use warm, not hot water, as excessive heat dries skin, making it prone to cracks and infections. Don't rush. Sit comfortably using a shower chair, tub edge, or small stool. Once cleaned, don't stop. What follows matters equally. Drying your feet, a step most skip, but shouldn't. Imagine finishing dishwashing and storing them while wet, allowing moisture to linger in dark corners. You wouldn't do that. Trapped water becomes a breeding ground for mold and bacteria. Your feet work similarly. Leaving them damp, especially between toes, invites problems. Consider George, a retiree who learned this lesson difficultly. For years, he thought rinsing feet during showering sufficed, until noticing subtle discoloration between toes that persisted. A doctor confirmed what he never expected: fungal infection. Like many seniors, George's feet spent hours daily inside socks and shoes, creating warm, moist environments perfect for bacteria and fungi. His doctor warned that without proper drying, the infection could spread, potentially causing painful cracks or sores. Fortunately, once George committed to washing and thoroughly drying his feet nightly, his infection cleared within weeks. More surprisingly, his balance improved, Walking discomfort vanished and his feet felt stronger and healthier, giving him renewed independence. The correct way to dry feet, most get this wrong. Use a soft, clean towel after washing, ideally, a dedicated foot towel, and dry every part, tops, bottoms, and especially between toes. Be meticulous. Lift each toe slightly and dab gently but firmly. The goal is removing all moisture. Never leave feet damp, as moisture trapped between toes creates perfect conditions for fungal infections. Once completely dry, apply the final step. Moisturize precisely. As we age, foot skin loses moisture faster, leading to cracks, peeling, and discomfort, particularly in winter or dry climates. Apply moisturizer to tops and soles, massaging to keep skin soft and prevent painful cracks, but never between toes. Trapped moisture in these tight spaces undermines your efforts and encourages fungal growth. Think of it as balancing hydration where needed, dryness where necessary. Beyond cleaning and drying, incorporate one more critical habit: daily foot inspection. Like dashboard lights in your car, your feet signal early signs of larger health issues. Daily check for new patches of discoloration, redness, pale skin, dark spots, persistent soreness, small cuts or cracks that heal slowly, swelling, cold toes, or tingling sensations. These subtle warning signs could indicate serious problems like poor circulation, infections, or diabetes-related complications. Don't dismiss them. If something looks or feels wrong, consult your doctor. Early problem detection prevents long-term damage. Your feet carry you through life. Care for them accordingly. Now let's discuss another neglected body part affecting your overall health more than you might imagine: your underarms. More than just sweat and odor, they're a hidden key to immune health. Most perceive underarms merely as spots requiring deodorant, places to mask perspiration and odor before venturing outdoors. But here's what few realize. Your underarms play crucial roles in your body's detoxification and infection-fighting abilities. They house lymph node networks, small but powerful structures filtering toxins, draining waste, and strengthening your immune system. When neglected, sweat, bacteria, and dead skin cells accumulate, clogging pores and causing itchy rashes, irritation, and persistent odor despite deodorant use. Over time, antiperspirant and deodorant residue can build up, trapping toxins and potentially inflaming lymph nodes. If unchecked, clogged underarm pores can develop into painful infections or abscesses, problems requiring more effort to fix than prevent. Sandra Parker, a lymphatic health expert, explains, "Your underarms function like natural drainage systems. If clogged with product buildup, bacteria, and sweat, your body struggles eliminating waste efficiently, potentially weakening immune response over time. If you've been skipping proper underarm care, relying solely on deodorant, consider changing that approach. Start in the shower with warm water to open pores, facilitating removal of sweat and debris. Use a soft washcloth or gentle sponge. Underarm skin is delicate, so avoid aggressive scrubbing. Move in various directions, circular motions first, then vertical, then horizontal, ensuring thorough removal of buildup without skin irritation, similar to polishing fragile crystal. Choose appropriate soap. Harsh, heavily scented varieties can disrupt skin's natural balance. Instead, select mild fragrance-free cleanser to prevent rashes and irritation. Rinse completely. Soap residue causes skin dryness, leading to itching and discomfort. Rinse until water runs clear. Consider Olivia, a retired teacher for whom skipping this extra step caused recurring underarm rashes for years. She assumed it was normal aging, but after switching to mild unscented soap and more intentional washing, she witnessed remarkable transformation. I constantly dealt with irritated, bumpy skin, but once I learned proper underarm washing and thorough rinsing, the difference was dramatic. Those issues simply vanished. Once you've properly washed and rinsed your underarms, the next step is equally important but often overlooked: proper drying. If you've ever placed damp clothes in a hamper and forgotten them, you know the outcome: musty odor and bacterial growth. Similarly, lingering moisture under arms after showering creates problems. Damp skin provides perfect environments for bacteria and fungi. Residual moisture leads to irritation, redness, and rashes. Clogged underarm pores cause painful bumps, ingrown hairs, or infections. The solution: dry carefully. After showering, gently pat underarms dry without aggressive rubbing that might cause tiny abrasions where bacteria settle. Use a soft, clean towel, ideally dedicated for sensitive areas, to prevent bacterial spread. Allow underarms to air briefly before applying deodorant. This pause lets skin settle, reducing irritation risk and improving deodorant effectiveness. Once dry, you'll likely notice differences: smoother underarm skin, less irritation, reduced body odor. Beyond cosmetic benefits, proper underarm hygiene impacts overall health significantly. Your underarms contain numerous lymph nodes quietly filtering toxins and supporting immune function, meaning underarm hygiene isn't merely about freshness. It's a small but powerful way to protect bodily defenses. Try this routine for a week and observe potential results. Smoother underarm skin free from clogged pores and rough texture. Less irritation and redness from preventing bacteria and sweat buildup. Noticeably reduced body odor by eliminating odor-causing bacteria. Olivia was amazed by how much difference proper underarm care made to her daily comfort after years battling irritation and bumps. Even more interestingly, some report overall well-being improvements simply by paying closer attention to underarms. Why? Because your lymphatic system, the body's natural detoxification network, relies on clear pathways for effective function. When underarm areas clog with sweat, bacteria, and product buildup, your body works harder expelling toxins. With better care, natural cleansing processes improve, potentially increasing energy, improving circulation, and creating lighter, fresher feelings overall. Let's move to another overlooked aspect of personal hygiene: nasal care. Breathe better, live better. The hidden impact of nasal hygiene. We take thousands of breaths daily, yet rarely consider the quality of those breaths. Breathing happens automatically, without effort or thought. But truth be told, most people aren't breathing optimally, and over time, poor breathing can drain energy, disrupt sleep, and even affect brain function. Your nose serves as one of nature's most powerful air filters, designed to catch dust, allergens, and harmful bacteria before reaching your lungs. But like home air filters requiring cleaning or replacement, nasal passages need maintenance too. When you neglect your nose, microscopic irritants, dust, pollen, pollutants accumulate, complicating your body's ability to filter harmful particles. Airways become inflamed, leading to frequent stuffiness, snoring, and restless sleep. Poor nasal hygiene links to higher respiratory infection rates and reduced oxygen flow to the brain. If your nose functions below capacity, your entire body suffers. Sandra Parker, a respiratory health expert, describes it thus: your nose works like a built-in security system for your body, filtering out harmful elements, humidifying inhaled air, ensuring your lungs receive the cleanest, healthiest oxygen possible. Like any filter, if clogged, everything downstream suffers. As we age, our natural defenses slow, making nasal passage cleanliness increasingly important for comfort, better breathing, improved sleep, and overall health. Start your day with gentle nasal rinsing. A quick warm water splash around nostrils helps clear overnight dust and mucus. Use saline spray or neti pot for deeper cleaning. Saline sprays provide refreshing nasal showers, helping flush irritants and improve airflow. Neti pots can be transformative for seasonal allergy or frequent congestion sufferers. Breathe steam to open airways. Warm showers or steam inhalation from hot water bowls can loosen stubborn mucus and ease breathing. Adding eucalyptus or peppermint oil drops enhances the experience, soothing passages and refreshing breathing instantly. Mind how you blow your nose. Many blow too forcefully, potentially pushing mucus deeper into sinuses, causing irritation and pressure. Gently clear one nostril at a time using soft tissues, then wash hands thoroughly to prevent germ spread. Improved nasal care can produce surprising benefits almost immediately. Clearer breathing with less congestion, fewer sniffles, better daily airflow, deeper, more restful sleep without stuffy awakenings and reduced snoring interruptions, improved energy from increased oxygen reaching your brain, reducing mental fog and increasing alertness. Fewer allergy flare-ups as regular nasal care keeps irritants out before causing problems. Consider Robert, a retired construction worker with decades of chronic congestion. I assumed my stuffy nose was simply part of aging, he shared, but after starting saline spray use and morning steam inhalation, it felt like someone flipped a switch. I could finally breathe properly again. Then there's Eleanor, an elderly gardening enthusiast who always woke feeling stuffy and sluggish. Every morning my head felt cotton-filled, she said, but after making nasal care routine, I began waking refreshed instead of groggy. I never realized how significantly my breathing affected my energy. If you've ever tossed and turned nightly, waking stuffy and unable to breathe clearly, you're not alone. Many attribute it to allergies, aging, or misfortune, but your nightly congestion might be entirely preventable. Robert spent decades inhaling sawdust and grime at construction sites, assuming his constant stuffiness was normal aging. I figured congestion was age-appropriate, he admitted. But when I began waking, gasping for air hourly, I knew something was wrong. That's when he implemented a simple nasal cleaning routine mornings and evenings. The change was immediate. I could finally breathe again. I hadn't realized how much congestion drained me until it disappeared. Robert isn't alone. Eleanor swears by her daily saline rinse. I used to wake feeling head stuffed with cotton, she said. Now after using simple saline spray, it's like fog lifting. I breathe easier and feel more alert. Keeping your nose clean represents one of the easiest ways to improve breathing, sleep quality, and energy. Here's how to do it correctly. Start with quick morning rinses, using warm water around nostrils to wash away overnight dust and mucus. Use saline spray or rinse. Saline spray functions like a refreshing nasal shower, flushing allergens and opening airways. For stronger cleansing, try neti pots, small teapot-like devices using saline solution for complete sinus cleansing. First-time users describe neti pot use as literal breaths of fresh air. Blow your nose properly. Most do this incorrectly by pinching both nostrils and blowing hard, forcing mucus deeper into sinuses and worsening congestion. Instead, gently, blow one nostril at a time into soft tissues, then wash hands thoroughly to prevent germ spread. Try steam treatments by entering warm showers, inhaling deeply, letting steam naturally loosen mucus. Alternatively, place your face over hot water bowls, drape towels over your head, trapping steam, and breathe slowly. Enhance the experience by adding eucalyptus or peppermint oil drops. The cooling sensation immediately opens airways, making breathing effortless. Combat nasal dryness. As we age, delicate nasal interior skin can dry and crack, especially during cold weather or in dry climates. Apply tiny dabs of natural oils like coconut or vitamin E using clean fingers or cotton swabs to keep nasal passages moisturized and comfortable. This simple habit requires just minutes daily, but benefits are substantial. Clearer breathing, reduced congestion, fewer sniffles, more restful sleep without stuffy, exhausted awakenings, better energy from increased oxygen reducing fatigue, and mental fog, fewer allergy flare-ups as irritants flush out before causing problems. The smallest change making significant differences. It's remarkable how something as minor as cleaning your navel can noticeably impact overall hygiene and comfort. But it makes sense. Our bodies represent complex, interconnected systems where even small overlooked areas create ripple effects on well-being. Elizabeth, an elderly retiree, never thought much about her navel, but always noticed faint, musty odors she couldn't place. I kept thinking it was my clothing, soap, or diet, she confessed. Then I started making navel cleaning part of my daily routine, and the smell completely disappeared. But that wasn't all. The skin around my abdomen started feeling softer and healthier too. This isn't uncommon. As we age, hormonal shifts, medications, and slower skin cell turnover subtly affect our body's natural scent and skin health. Small, intentional habits like this can restore freshness and prevent discomfort in unexpected ways. While regular cleaning usually keeps your navel fresh and problem-free, always note unusual changes. See doctors if you notice persistent redness or irritation, potentially indicating early infection signs. unusual discharge or itching possibly suggesting bacterial or fungal issues, pain that doesn't subside, especially with piercing history, as old piercings can develop hidden infections years later. For diabetics or those with weakened immune systems, small infections can quickly escalate if untreated, making simple daily cleansing an easy but powerful defense line. For those with navel piercings, even if healed years ago, they're not maintenance-free. Jewelry can trap bacteria, sweat, and dead skin cells, creating irritation or even infection. Piercing holes, never fully close, remaining small pockets where buildup accumulates. With piercings, take extra moments daily to gently clean around jewelry using warm water and mild soap. Dry completely to prevent moisture lingering in piercings, and check for redness or sensitivity, early signs of buildup or infection. Small changes, big payoffs. Who would have thought that several overlooked body parts could so significantly impact your health, hygiene, and confidence? From tongue to feet, underarms, nose, and even navel, these tiny, easily implemented habits can reduce infections and irritation, boost circulation and immune health, and help you feel fresher, cleaner, and more energized daily. Now it's your turn. What surprised you most today? Share which habits you'll start adding to your routine. And if you found these tips helpful, show your support and follow for more simple, science-backed ways to live your best life. Thanks for reading, and see you next time.